or any automation tool for that sake. We end up doing it manually, and that manual process is a very tiresome process. This is just an example of Excel sheet which I have done for one of the clients recently because they are trying to operate in parallel. So I have extracted the data source which the Splunk query uses, the actual query, the description which they need to share, and then actually came up with this KQI template. It's just a template as of yet. It's not the analytic rule. To transform it to analytic rule, we need to do the validation verification to actually transform it to the analytic rule in Sentinel. So with that, we need to understand how we use, how SIM migration helps. SIM migration basically helps by reducing the conversion because these detection rules are in hundreds and 500s, and if we plan to do it manually, it will become a project in itself, which where we get our time saved when we are using the same migration experience because it operates for this bulk detection rules we have in hand, and thereby it optimizes the whole migration project. Let's try to understand the whole workflow. How does it work? So first, we understand the out-of-the-box analytic rule mesh. So whenever we plan to do the migration, we are trying to understand what Sentinel has to offer out of the box. Sentinel has data connectors with it, and they all have analytic rules. So if there's any match we identify, we should tend to use it first. And then, if there's no match, we should proceed with the SIM migration experience. SIM migration experience, the very first point, the analytic rule match, it includes that in itself. And then it has a tendency to do the translation by doing it from Splunk processing language to KQL, it does it from scratch as well. And the SIM migration tool itself is not very efficient. It has a tendency to leave some not translated KQL as well. And to address them, we still end up doing it custom, or we are trying to leverage something here, which we'll discuss further, Security Copilot. But first, let's understand what exactly is SIM migration experience, right? So this is the high-level overview. We'll get to the detailed demo of it. So very first thing is the prerequisite. As Matt discussed, that we need to surface our logs. Apart from that, we need to have the required permissions like Sentinel admin or Sentinel contributor, Splunk admin, right? And then we need to have some approach to export the Splunk detection rule. And the schema mapping. Schema mapping is very important because there we define that which Splunk construct refers to which construct in Sentinel. Like we have in Splunk, we have lookup, so we need to identify what is the relevant watch list we have in Sentinel. Most of the time it is automated, but few of the places where it is where we have new table or new watch list, so then we need to do it manually. Configure rule. Configure rule is very important where we actually see the transform post query for the given Splunk processing language we have, right?